Hello and welcome to the Matthew Alton Art channel again. Well, I've actually started a new challenge in October. I did one in September where I did a week of sketching every day, but I thought I'd stretch myself a bit further and do a different challenge in October. It's sort of the season of art challenges with things like Inktober that goes on. You can see here that I'm working very small for my first submission for this challenge. It's an ACEO sized portrait sketch. It was actually inspired by me doodling when talking to somebody online on a small piece of paper, and I thought I could possibly do that as an ACEO sketch. Not done it before. It's on a piece of watercolour paper and I'm using a mechanical pencil, as you can see, and the reference was one of the Raw Umber Studios free reference images they have in their image library. You can see that I started at the right hand side of the face in this case, which isn't normal, but of course when it's such a small piece of paper you're not going to have the issue of smudging your work because it's so small, so you can reach across. I really enjoyed the drawing, to be honest. I was using a finer lead as well, because normally I use 8B or whatever, and I was using a finer lead just so I can get some more detail in, which was a slightly harder pencil. I think it was a 2B that I was using for this drawing. You can see that I keep swapping to the electric eraser that I've got as well, that I've used in many other videos before, which is really good for erasing small detail. I've been inspired to go small again because I recently sold on Etsy an ACEO gouache painting that I did, and you may have seen recently a Hawthorn Berries gouache that I did to replace that. So it sort of reminded me that ACEO art is quite fun. I've actually bought a folder for myself to start collecting other people's ACEO art as well. I think I live in a terraced house and I haven't got much space on the walls, and collecting art that you can put in sort of like a trading card album to flick through once in a while is quite a nice way of collecting and supporting artists without actually having to fill the walls. You can see that I'm just adjusting the tonal values now to make the head stand out from the background, that sort of thing. I do love the Raw Umber Studios references as they're quite nicely lit normally. It's a great sort of website where you can actually go and watch tutorials of people drawing and draw along as well if you want to. I'm not subscribed at the moment, but I will be subscribing again over the winter because it's a great service, really. Great for improving and practice. I'll leave the details in the description for anybody who wants to go and investigate what it is. Getting towards finishing now. Always lots of tinkering at the end. It took me about 50 minutes in total, so not too long for my first challenge. I deliberately worked small because I started the challenge late. I'm planning to do 2 or 3 pieces a week, every week in October, so I should have 8 to 12 pieces by the end of this month. I can't commit to doing something every day for a whole month like the Inktober or Strada Art Challenge, Easel Challenge, that sort of thing. But I thought 2 to 3 a week would be doable. And at the end of it, of course, I will have quite a few pieces to sell in the future. If they go well. They might not all go well, of course. There may be some disasters along the way. And that's it, finished. Well, this is the final drawing. So submission 1 of the new October Art Challenge complete. Overall, I'm quite pleased with that. I've just said. I will list it on Etsy for sale, as I usually do, and probably the British Craft House as well, where I also sell my work. So if you're interested in purchasing it for you to start your little collection of ACEO art, then it's available there. Well, it's an original, so it'll be available until it sells. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one, which won't be very long away because I'm on a challenge again. So see you shortly. Bye.